Chelsea will not allow Albania striker Armando Broja to leave this summer. Chelsea manager Thomas Tuchel does not want the club to allow 20-year-old Albania striker Armando Broja to leave this summer following interest from many Premier League clubs. Broja was sent out on loan last season to fellow Premier League side Southampton, where he scored 9 goals in all competitions including 6 in the league. Ben Jacobs has reported that Chelsea boss Tuchel is keen to assess the striker during pre-season, despite interest from other clubs. The Mail on Sunday has reported that West Ham are interested in exploring a move for Broja amongst other teams such as Southampton themselves. As well as this, there is interest from Italy with the likes of Napoli and Inter Milan interested. The 20-year-old came through the Chelsea academy and made his first team debut under former Blues manager Frank Lampard in a 4-0 victory over Everton in March 2020. Broja is currently on international duty with Albania as they prepare to face Israel on Friday night in the European Nations League. Broja currently has 7 goals for the national team since making his debut in a 1-0 defeat to Lithuania in September 2020. Should he decide to leave, it is being reported that Chelsea have set a £25 million asking price for this academy graduate. Emerson Palmieri on Chelsea future after loan spell at Lyon. Left-back Emerson Palmieri has been speaking about his future in a recent interview after he spent last year on loan from Chelsea at Lyon. The 27-year-old was loaned to the League One club with the Blues happy they had sufficient cover at left wing-back with Ben Chilwell and Marcos Alonso. After a successful spell in France, Emerson admitted after Italy's defeat against Argentina last week, that he doesn't know what the future holds for him. "I didn't speak with him Thomas Tuchel just yet. I have a contract with Chelsea. I played there for 3 seasons and I have a lot of friends there, and if I come back, I'll be happy. It's a good place and club for me. I don't know, let's see what can happen." After Chilwell picked up a serious knee injury, Chelsea were keen on bringing Emerson back to Stamford Bridge in January, but Lyon were not in agreement. Emerson admitted that he respected their decision and enjoyed his time in France but will now return to Chelsea and take it from there. "For me, it was a good season because I played a lot of games. Of course, Lyon said no, so I didn't come back. It didn't depend on me and those conversations were between the clubs. Lyon said no and I respected that because when I signed there I signed for 1 year, not 6 months. But now I will go back to Chelsea for the pre-season and let's see what happens in the next month." Leicester City set huge asking price for Chelsea and Manchester United target Wesley Fofana. Leicester City have set a huge asking price for their talented centre-back Wesley Fofana, who is a target for Chelsea and Manchester United according to a report. The Blues are looking to add quality to their defence after Antonio Rudiger moved to Real Madrid and with the future of Andreas Christensen uncertain as his contract ends and Cesar Azpilicueta linked with Barcelona. According to RMC Sport, interested clubs will need to shell out at least €80 million for the Foxes to consider parting with the talented 21-year-old. Fofana signed for Brendan Rodgers' team in the summer of 2020 from St Etienne for a fee reported to be £31.5 million. The France under-21 international was an instant hit with fans at the King Power Stadium with his classy defensive displays. After such a promising first season, disaster struck in August 2021 when Fofana picked up a serious leg injury that ruled him out for a significant part of the season, limiting him to just 12 appearances across all competitions. There is no doubting Fofana's potential and at some stage, he may well decide he should be playing Champions League football. The asking price may be enough to deter interested clubs this summer, but Leicester will need to have a more successful season during the forthcoming campaign if they have ambitions of keeping their talented defender. Petr Cech provides major update on Romelu Lukaku's Chelsea future. Petr Cech believes Romelu Lukaku can rescue his Chelsea career and have a strong campaign next season despite the striker being linked with a move away. Lukaku, 29, joined the Blues for £97.5 million from Inter Milan last year but failed to make a mark in the Premier League, scoring just 8 goals. It has been reported the Belgian wants a return to Inter this summer, with the Serie A side hoping to secure him on a loan deal. However, Cech, the former Chelsea goalkeeper who is now a technical and performance advisor at the club, thinks Lukaku can put his struggles behind him at Stamford Bridge and still be a success. Speaking to Sky Sports, he said, "I personally believe he will have a great season. Last season we seen how strong he can be at the beginning when he came. But unfortunately, the long-term injury he sustained in the game against Aston Villa slowed everything down, and then he had COVID as well. I think we could see towards the end of the season, when he was fit and ready to go again, how strong he is. I have full confidence he will bounce back and have a strong season. After scoring 64 goals in 2 seasons for Inter, much was expected of Lukaku when he made the move to West London last year. However, a strong start to the campaign quickly dissipated before he was dropped to the bench by Thomas Tuchel. The striker struggled to regain his place from Kai Havertz up front and finished with just 15 goals in all competitions last season, his lowest haul since 2019. Lukaku's struggles have instigated Chelsea's search for a new centre-forward, with Bayern Munich's Robert Lewandowski believed to be among the club's targets. In May, Tuchel explained his side needed to be more effective in the box and hinted he would aim to sign new forwards this summer. He said, "If we stick to the group, then we will try to solve it with these players. Is it necessary to bring more offensive players around the box to create more distractions, to create more space for each other? We will ask that question." Antonio Rudiger reveals he received multiple transfer offers but only considered Chelsea and Real Madrid. Defender Antonio Rudiger has revealed that he had many offers, as he considered his Chelsea future this summer before deciding to move to Real Madrid. The German international, who was out of contract this summer, decided to leave Stamford Bridge to join Real Madrid on a 4-year deal with an option of a further year. The 29-year-old, who excelled once Thomas Tuchel came to the club, said, as reported by Fabrizio Romano, that despite having many offers, he only considered staying at Chelsea or moving to Los Blancos. Rudiger also revealed that Real manager Carlo Ancelotti has already been on the phone to welcome him. Tony Rudiger tells Marca, "I received many offers, but I only considered Real Madrid and Chelsea. Ancelotti has called me to tell me how happy him and the whole squad is that I'm joining them." Tony Rudiger has signed until June 2026, no option for further year. Focus at Chelsea has now switched to who may be brought in as a replacement for Rudiger, with Jules Koundé of Sevilla and Wesley Fofana of Leicester City recently linked. Raheem Sterling open to Chelsea transfer as Manchester City set asking price. Raheem Sterling is open to the idea of joining Chelsea from Manchester City this summer, with the Premier League champions prepared to cash in on one of their prize assets. The England international has just under 12 months remaining on his current contract, and talks over a new deal have stalled. Sterling spoke midway through last season about his desire to play abroad at some stage in his career and is coveted by Spanish giants Real Madrid and Barcelona. According to The Telegraph, City would prefer to sell Sterling to foreign club, but, given they would hope to recoup around £60 million, Chelsea appear to be in pole position and are ready to test the waters with an opening bid. Chelsea will hand Thomas Tuchel a decisive say in their transfer dealing this summer, and the club's new owners will arm their manager with a £200 million warchest. Tuchel is set to make decision on the futures of wide players Christian Pulisic, Callum Hudson-Odoi and Hakim Ziyech, as well as Romelu Lukaku. Sterling is far from the only winger on Chelsea's radar, however, with Barcelona's soon-to-be out-of-contract France international Ousmane Dembele and RB Leipzig sensation Christopher Nkunku also under consideration.
That is on Chelsea News today. If you like the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much. Goodbye and see you by tomorrow news.